When was, scratch that, have you ever seen these? I myself have never seen another one of these other than my press car. This is a 640 GT Grand Touring. It's got a long wheelbase and a long roof line. It's not a crossover, it's not a station wagon, it's somewhere in between. And apparently that recipe isn't really working out because they're not selling at all. It used to be a 5 Series GT, just in case you were aware of that. That was supposed to replace the 5 Series wagon, but that didn't work out. There is a 3 Series GT, but that's not working out either. Having said all of that, this thing is actually really, really good. Let me tell you a little bit more about it. Your 6 Series GT starts at $76,700. However, when I built it online, I couldn't get it anywhere near, somewhere around $81,000. There's almost $5,000 options that get tacked on automatically. Anyhow, having said that, the list of standard features is enormous. Right, there's an M Aero package as part of the car, front end and the side skirts. Looks really good on the car. These are 20-inch wheels, BMW individual, and not part of the immediate catalog because the 19s are standard, but you can spec out different 20s. I did that to get an idea of the price. Now, oh yeah, the wheelbase, identical to that of a 750i regular wheelbase, about 120 inches or so. So other standard features: air suspension, adaptive steering, soft closed doors, heated, vented and massaging front seats, heated rear seats with a rear seat back power function, navigation, panoramic sunroof, power hatch. Geez, and I'm skipping so many. Anyhow, let's get to some of those features. Nice quick hatch, I like it. All right. That's 877 liters of trunk space, or essentially what a mid-size sedan will give you with the rear seat backs down. If you do lower the rear seat in this one, you get almost 1,000 liters more space. It's completely insane. The back seat, it's what it's all. Okay, oh yeah. My brain's colliding. Soft closed rear doors. I love that. So this is what it's all about. Right, there's that rear seat back power function. There are controls for the shades, all three in the back. Now, sliding aboard is actually really nice. The roof line is not that crazy slopey, so you don't have to duck. There you go. That is legroom. I can stretch easily. It's completely insane. Great arm room, excellent headroom, and that despite the massive, I gotta come all the way down here, massive sunroof. You can sit 7 across, I believe. No, but in all seriousness, there's room for 3 easily. Here are your rear seat controls, the heated function and the HVAC. There's your typical massive armrest, very nice. Oh, some lovely touches. Also included in the price, Bowers & Wilkins. That's beautiful. I don't know, these little details like that, that's when you know you're dealing with a high-class automobile. Okay, so up front. Okay, so I forget how many ways these are power adjustable, but I think you can stop counting at about 24 or 28. There's the massage button. It's actually various intensities, if you can see the little lines. It's really, really nice. This is all about the drive. Let's start it up because I am cooking. This HVAC control panel is all digital and it is wonderful. So let's get the vents going, nice and cool. The menu button, okay, boom, shows up here. You have your fragrance settings, yes, because some of us smell terrible apparently. Air quality, comfort, ventilation, it's unbelievable. Oh, and the iDrive works wonderfully well. Look at the display, ace of base, yeah. Look at that. It's lovely, lovely, lovely. Great audio system, right? Bowers & Wilkins. Mentioned that. Power rear spoiler. There's the air suspension control, the surround view cameras. It'll park itself, your various drive modes. Nice thing, I love that hold feature. The fit and finish is just amazing. The materials. This is a 7 Series, right? but with a 6 Series badge on. Oh, as far as storage is concerned, huge door bins up front. Here's your other storage. Oh, that reminds me. This is a great spot for a USB cable. I love to put my phone holder somewhere here in the windshield, so when I want to charge the phone, I don't have a cable going right across here. That's really annoying. Anyhow, oh yeah, so here's the steering button right there. All power tilt telescoping steering column. Lovely gauges, reminiscent of the original old school gauges that you get in BMW since forever. I don't know, this is craftsmanship, this is space, this is comfort, and I haven't even begun to tell you about what the driving is like. Let's go for a spin. Wow, that's an amazing shot. You can see most of the steering column, my entire seat back, and the rear seat in the frame of that shot. I mean, that tells you how far the phone is from me, and really gives you the impression that this is a limousine, which, in fact, it's a 7 Series BMW, obviously BMW, with extra trunk space, but it remains a BMW. Let's get into a few of the specs, right? So this is 640. There's only a 640 version of the GT in the 6 Series, which means that it has a twin power, single turbo, twin scroll, straight 6 3-liter that puts out 335 horsepower at 5,500 RPM, 332 pound-feet of torque between 1380 and 5,200 RPM. 8-speed all-wheel drive. Both are completely standard on this car. There's only one real powertrain for this thing, and I mean, in comfort, it still kicks. I did not exaggerate anything. I don't know if you could see it on screen, but when it downshifted, it actually pushed me back in the seat. And that's in comfort mode. This is really like it's not a Jekyll Hyde thing at all. Because even in sport mode, okay, the seat hugs you, because this, I told you about the dynamic seats, right? Downshifts, but you still can't hear it. The steering kind of sharpens up a little bit, and the air suspension, which is standard on this car, kind of dials back or dials out a little bit of wheel travel and some of that plushness. But even so, when I just went over an overpass, and you could just almost hear something going on there and feel. This is when you want to kind of stretch your legs as a driver, not necessarily as a passenger. If you want to stretch your legs as a passenger, either put it in adaptive, which is kind of cool because it really works everything out for you when you're on the highway. It'll give you a little bit more gearing, and it plays around, but this thing was designed, built for comfort, so comfort mode it is. And even so, I mean, I just showed you, it really boogies, and it's just a straight 6. Okay, and this thing weighs 2,000 kilos. It's about 4,500 pounds. It's only a 6, but it will do 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in only 5.3 seconds, according to BMW. It's madness. It's insane. It's completely crazy. Everything about the drive is very relaxed, but with a dash of BMW. So steering, even at higher speeds and comfort, it's got good weight behind it. Very responsive, very precise, and just a dash, to stick with the dash of feel. You see that, right? And even when you do put it in sport, it kind of weighs in a little bit more. You can't feel much more, but whatever. There's Eco Pro too, but I've not really pressed that side of the buttons for the drive modes because I wouldn't. This thing is a pleasure to drive, and an incredible trick, despite the weight and the size, is that it doesn't feel when you're cruising on the highway that this thing is as big as it is. I mean, my immediate environment could be out of a 5 Series. The only kind of telltale sign is the roof line seems a little bit higher, but if you really focus on what you're supposed to focus on, that won't be an issue. I mean, the only thing that will throw you off is when you look in the rearview mirror and you're like, Holy crap, there's like 16.5 acres of 6 Series GT behind me. That's insane. This car it's like it's a limo with a trunk. It's incredibly comfortable, quiet. I've actually done a fair amount of driving with it on a couple of occasions, and with the massaging seats, vented seats, and a smooth ride. You know, this thing is essentially a road trip machine. Right? You could take it. I would take it to Tijuana from Montreal all the way down with 3 of my best buds. It might end up smelling weird in here, but the BMW has that scented thing already, so we wouldn't even have to take showers. Okay, I'm getting way off subject here. Sorry about that. This 6 Series, I mean, it's the last thing from being pretty, and I do mean the absolute last thing from being pretty. Still not entirely sure why it exists, but it's really, really good. Look at this. But, oh, there's a fair amount of roll too, but it's lovely roll. It's very controlled roll. And again, I'm in comfort. Anyhow, yeah, 6 Series GT. Voila.